This past summer, 2016, small-town social media headlines screamed all about a 69-year-old man getting into an altercation with two prime-age men. Because only one side of the story was addressed, this was a chance for social media trolls to acquire the spotlight. I am here to tell the truth. On June 3rd, 2016, I arrived home after working all day. My boyfriend Ricky and I were planning to go out to dinner, somewhere we haven't tried before. He wanted to surprise me, so I was so excited. It was a sunny and very warm evening, so he took me to a waterfront restaurant where we could eat outside on the deck. We ordered our drinks, and shortly thereafter our friend Chad walked in. This was a pleasant surprise to me because it's been months since I've seen him. He came over and sat between us and ordered himself a drink. We were sitting there having a great time and reminiscing while listening to live music. It was a casual, friendly atmosphere until the strange man showed up out of nowhere. He came up to me from my left side while I was turned to the right talking to Chad. This man grabbed my neck with his right hand and pulled me so close to his face. He pulled me so close I could smell the strong odor of alcohol on his breath. Without consent, he forcibly grabbed my upper bare thigh with his left hand while pressing his body into mine. His force was so strong, I was only able to look down at his golf shoes. Then, in a gurgling, drunk voice, forcing me close to his face, he said,
"You deserve better than these two. Come with me."
This took me by complete surprise, since I didn't even know this man was approaching me. I tried to pull back to see this man's face because I was so scared. Once this man released himself from forcibly touching me, he turned away and started to walk away. But then he stopped. He turned around and said, "Come with me," making an arm gesture to follow him outside. This made me even more fearful of him. Not only was I scared, but I was so confused as to why he chose me. He didn't look familiar at all. I've never seen him before in my life. Where did he come from? I knew enough was enough, and I wanted to go home where I would be safe. Obviously, at this point, we ordered our food to go, and Ricky agreed to go start the car to put the air conditioner on, while Chad went out to smoke his electronic cigarette. Ricky came back inside and told me that the extremely intoxicated man that just assaulted me was trying to beat up Chad. Shortly after, Chad came back inside and showed us his bloody leg. At this point, I am now shaking with fear, knowing that this man attacked Chad, thinking he was my boyfriend because Chad was the one sitting next to me. I walked over to a male officer and told him how I was forcibly touched and assaulted in the restaurant by the intoxicated man that they were assisting. The officer was not being very attentive towards me and kept walking away as I was speaking. The officer then said, "I was not called here for that incident, so I can't help you." The daughter of the alleged victim stated this post when she saw the goose egg on her father's eye the next day. Not knowing that Ricky did not have any contact with the individual, she made these false
How was she able to
accusations
get a hold of
go
Ricky's
viral.
name?
I'll tell you why. Information leaked from a family friend officer. She wasn't able to get any photos of Chad through a Google search, so she used Ricky's information. The media is made up of people, and people make mistakes. In some cases, those mistakes include accusing innocent people of the most heinous crimes, subjecting them to trials of the public opinion. The influence of misguided media can ruin an innocent person's life, put them in jail, or even worse, place them into identity crisis. Social media turned Ricky, an innocent witness to a sexually based crime, into a criminal of violent actions. When innocent people are confronted with untrue, absurd allegations, They frequently assume that this is a simple misunderstanding and that it will be cleared up quickly. They cooperate with authority and explain the incident that occurred. They have faith in our justice system. After a few days, the irrational, untrue headline tires of the punching bag and moves on to the next media troll victim. But what happens to the person after they are done trending on social media for false accusations? Do they get back on their feet again, or do they go into hiding? We had multiple death threats against us in the comment section of Syracuse.com. Even though these individuals had no idea what this drunk alleged victim actually did. We were forced to line our home with video surveillance, and we were petrified to leave the premises. Most will question why I didn't end up pressing charges against this repulsive individual. But when you're an innocent victim of a sexually based crime, you don't want to relive it. I was already denied by an officer when I came to him for help. When victims break that silence, they know they'll face a new set of challenges, but it's never too late to speak out. Building the courage to face that individual in court that violated your innocence takes more time than one would think. Social media news has taken a turn from educating the public to entertaining the public. The ugly truth of the matter is, scandalous stories sell. Social media news channels make stories more dramatic and more attention-grabbing in order to keep followers interested. If there isn't enough drama, it's not worthy of the news. Our generation has streaming news and gossip 24 hours a day from multiple technology outlets, including news alerts being sent to people's phones and the ever-consistent information hub, the internet. This may seem beneficial, but I'm pretty sure my story speaks for itself when I say the media has caused more harm and suffering to my family than most will ever experience in life.